My beloved child, prepare yourselves. Tomorrow I'm coming to get you. To scare you, I suppose. To deliver what I promised, not to take anything away from you. To raise the weight that has been on your chest. To respond to what your soul has silently screamed forth. To make something move that you believed would never. It's not a metaphor. This sacred appointment was predetermined for you long before you were born. This is the deliberate, not accidental unfolding of divine timing. This is one of those moments that I never miss. I have kept a loving eye on you. When it seemed like insanity, I witnessed your faith. I have seen the tears you were unable to express. Knowing that this time was coming, I remained close in the quiet. I wonder if you were prepared. In private, you have disqualified yourself. You said it in a whisper. Perhaps I didn't notice. I could have waited too long. However, you are more prepared than you realize, I assure you. It's not that you're organized. Rather, it's that I've ordered everything in you. You learned how to win even from your lost battles. Even your scars have become sources of insight. Being prepared was even your weakest point. I'm close by whenever your heart turns to me in honesty, my love. Talk to me fearlessly. I need you, God, and I'll see heaven react. Your faith works wonders, and I'm already making things work out for the best. What only light could see, I was preparing you for in the dark. They weren't holding you up, they were shaping you. And now time has finally come to an end. Tomorrow is not a whim. It has a mark. It is in writing, it's sacred. And it's in this whisper that I approach you tonight. Release. Release the terror that has seized your throat. Let go of the resentment you believed you needed to keep in order to live. Release the pressure to prove, to plead, to perform. Give up the things I never instructed you to keep. I am not here to do what has already been done. I'm here for a new endeavor. You have to make place for it to reach you, not on your timetable, but in your spirit. Not merely the night before breakthrough is tonight. The release night is here. Allow the tears to fall if necessary. In your journal, let the words flow. Allow the silence to be broken by adoration. Allow the prayers to be honest. Allow for genuine remorse. I'm close and listening. I'm not asking for perfection. I'm requesting that you come. Come see me this evening. Not in terror, but with anticipation. Not in humiliation, but in submission. Don't lift it up again. Instead, place all of the weight at my feet. Now that I'm here to carry you, you've carried too much. Don't fear what tomorrow may bring. Don't expect to be let down. Don't practice past suffering in anticipation of fresh mercy. They are not like me. I'm not going to disappoint you. I won't abandon you after teasing you with hope. I complete what I say. I swear that I deliver. And tomorrow I will come get you, not only spiritually but also physically. A sign will appear, a definite item. Avoid being specific, something that only I and you will completely comprehend. It will serve as a warning that this is it, the holy shift, the allotted time. Be alert, a day awake. A call, a message, a breakthrough, or a heavenly interruption will occur. When it occurs, your spirit will soar. You will recognize this as the moment he mentioned. It doesn't have to be manufactured. You just have to create room for it. So be ready tonight. Light a candle, sit quietly, write down your anxieties, and then share them with me. Talk out loud the words I've muttered to you throughout the years. Admit your guilt. Release. Dear, it's sacred territory. This is a holy moment. You might be doubtful. That's all right. It's normal to feel insignificant. It's possible that you feel unworthy. However, I claim you as mine. My dear child, please accept my message with love. If it has roused your spirit to show your faith in me, click the Super Thanks button. Your super thanks is more than just a gift. It is a declaration that you trust in my provision and that you will help spread my word to those who are lost and searching. Your perfection is not the reason I selected you. You were chosen by me due to your willingness. Yes, you replied in the wilderness. You stayed after it dried. When you were at your weakest, you came through. And I'm on my way to get you immediately, to deliver rather than to demand, to ground rather than crush, to construct, not to break. This is the cutoff between the past and the future. This is the sacred boundary. The earth is groaning for this moment. Your spirit has been molded to bear this moment. And you're not by yourself. I am still encircling you with angels. Even now, I'm ignoring the lingering effects of past conflicts. I'm still arranging situations, people, and times to meet you where you are. There's nothing you need to force. You don't need to force things to happen. Just be prepared. Try your hardest. Raise your eyes. Calm down. I'll find you gave way. This isn't a test. It's a visit. This isn't a caution. That's a pledge. I'm here to prove what I've always said over your head, that you are my darling, that I wrote your name in my story, that now is your moment. Heaven is still leaning in. A cloud of witnesses looks on in delight. Angels are positioned over you. The Spirit is waiting to take in some new air. Can you sense it? That agitation isn't anxiety, it is waking up. There's no mistake in that stirring. It's a signal. Your spirit is aware of things your mind is still unable to articulate. It is how miraculous moments come fully and silently. So tonight, listen with all of your heart. Speak my name with reverence rather than in a monotone. Let the silence permeate your aura. Bring me over. Hi there. Make space for me, not in your timetable, but in your spirit as well. Although I shall approach cautiously, I will not spare anything. I'll bring illumination to areas you were unaware existed. I shall apply oil to the areas that are cracked. I'll fill the voids in your life with glory. And see when daylight breaks. There will be indications, affirmations, divine resonances in organic moments. A dialogue, a door, a release, and a yes. Your spirit will be aware of a change in anything. He came for me on this particular day, and what starts today won't stop. It will spread from you to other people and then to future generations. Since I don't just come to visit, I live there. So don't wait for a moment to get ready. Get ready to move in. I'm going to avoid passing by for now. This time, I'll lay down on you. This is what you have been anticipating. You've been feeling a sense of relief. Now is the time when fate speaks. The last breath of the waiting season is tonight. Allow it to depart with your sighs. Tomorrow is the start of the commitment, so write this somewhere that people can see it. He will come get me tomorrow. Make that statement your stance. Let it frame your slumber. Let it soothe your inquiries. Let it lead you to sleep. Thus, I never miss my opportunity. I also never break my word. Waiting wasn't all you did. They were getting you ready. You are now. At this point, everything starts to move. Things start to come together at this point. In your life, this is the point at where heaven meets earth. Prepare, prepare, keep yourself prepared. I'll be right there to get you. And there won't be any confusion when I arrive. You can't stop it or deny it, for I incorporated this time into your narrative. And I am finally coming to fully fulfill it. You are my beloved, my child, and my selection. You are not forgotten, and I'll prove it tomorrow. Nothing will be the same again, buddy. Will you grow closer to my heart and find comfort in my love, my darling child? Enter this hallowed circle where my kindness flows and my word gives creation life. Accompany me on my journey of faith, where love endures and truth deepens. To become a member of my forever family, click join. The regular, the banal, the ephemeral murmurs of everyday existence are not what I have come to talk about today. No, I'm here with a much more important message. Long hidden from human view are divine mysteries, secrets of heaven that awaken even the worlds above. Raise your eyes above the clouds that are visible, above the horizon. Take note of how the sky is already moving. The energies that are invisible yet incredibly substantial are carried by the shifting and moving cosmic currents. When you pray in the stillness of your soul, you're seeking me with a faith-filled heart. As your soul cries out during the silent times when no one else is around, be aware of this. I have given a clear directive to my angels, a directive that cannot be reversed. 3 of them are descending quickly toward your reality with urgent messages specifically designed for your path. They are dazzling and determined. The enemy's evil scheme, which is specifically targeted at your name, peace, and future, is dismantled and disarmed by the first angel. Additionally, this edict rips the plans of the shadows that attempted to entangle you to shreds. With gentle yet unstoppable power, the second angel mends the broken pieces of your heart and home and heals festering wounds. Where hearts were resigned and spirits were exhausted, he offers unity where there was conflict. He infuses new optimism. He mends relationships that were believed to be irreversibly damaged, bringing love back where despair once existed. The revelation that the third angel holds in his hands is the developing pattern of what your life will entail today. It goes beyond news. It's a celestial revelation that will light your way more brightly than before. Listen, pay close attention with awe that inspires hope, with reverence that humbles, and with a shaky faith that welcomes the unknown. This is not a typical word. This knock reverberates on the very door of your spirit, a sacred summoning. Put a stop to everything. Now stop and listen intently to what I have to say. There is more to this moment than coincidence, a significant rendezvous that has been planned since eternity. You have screamed, maybe in despair, maybe in silent longing, for answers, direction, a clear sign to help you find your way through your darkened paths. Even the most delicate and hidden areas of your heart are being touched when I call you by name. Something significant is going to happen. Something beyond your wildest dreams that will change your home, reroute your fate, and revitalize your vision. But you have to listen and open your soul wide before these truths may truly come to you. Truly listen with humility and anticipation. My love has selected you to be its light, dearest. My tranquility will pour into the lives of 3 suffering beings like a healing river. Time passes quickly, and the hourglass pours its sands ever more quickly. Dear children, those who will walk with me are being sorted out from those who won't, bringing the hungry and thirsty to life, kindling their desire for the novel and for me. This word of prophecy is not merely tossed into the wind. It is the key that will allow you to access the things I have planned for you from the day you were born. You have spent much too much time trying to comprehend everything using your human perspective and logic. This season, however, demands a greater sensitivity, a spiritual awareness that goes beyond simple reason. I am not referring to the scholars of theory, those who will listen even when knowledge eludes them, are the ones I am calling. These are the ones who will follow, even in the dark, believing in the voice that speaks life. Rather than being a distant God or a chilly idea, I present myself today as your loving and caring Father, a living being who speaks, loves, and participates deeply in your journey. If you tilt your heart to listen to me, your whole story will change. You've faced unrelenting winds of hostility, storms of uncertainty, and numerous times you've wondered if I really hear your cries. I notice that you are responding in addition to hearing. Before the world was created, every tear you shed was captured on camera. All the silent nights of grief, all the lonely breaths of suffering. I saw the whole thing. When your spirit ached to scream, I witnessed you suppress it and choose to remain silent. I've seen you show love where only rejection was offered. Even when you lost your strength, I watched you get back up again and again. I have come to raise you up now, not with hollow promises, but with the unchangeable laws of heaven. I will bring about what I declare. Be careful, because this isn't just another cycle. The new era is upon us. It's a moment to make provisions for maintaining faith. A position is more than just a belief. It entails acting on your religion with conviction. A lot of people chase me when I'm excited. But I call out to people who are desperate for closeness, those who crave connection over answers, who want my presence over answers. For where I live, impossible things fall apart. Anarchy is resolved. Healing triumphs over anguish. You have looked for purpose. I am the significance. You have looked for guidance. The way is me. You've screamed for clarification. The answer is me. But you have to let go of control. Even when understanding fails, give up your doubts, quiet your anxieties, and allow your spirit to listen with faith. The purpose of this message is to soften the things that have hardened inside of you, align your soul, and open your eyes. Have trust, even if things are unclear right now. I don't need justifications. I simply ask for your trust. I don't call to ask all the questions. Even in the invisible world, I invite you to walk with me, because the unknown will become amazing, and the invisible will become evident as you walk by my side. I am about to agitate the situation surrounding you. Where there are bare fields, there will be fruit. The rivers of life will flow where the dryness is consumed. I breathe regeneration, and I rear death ruled. But before you see me, I need your faith. Prior to your feelings, I require your declaration. Here I am, Lord, you must declare. Talk, kid, because your servant hears. Only those who are spiritually sensitive will see the change in your story that I am bringing about even now as my voice touches your heart. I'm calling you closer, calming the chaos and cleaning the air. Your path will become more apparent with every step you take in my direction. You have been selected by God to carry my love into the night. Your assistance heals hearts and uplifts spirits. To enter my overflowing grace, click Super Thanks. I am your fortress, your haven, your steadfast fortitude in times of adversity. Now I'm extending my hand to you. Don't be afraid of what's coming. I'm already there, getting you ready for success. I've input the choices you haven't made yet. Curses directed at you have been negated by me. I have bestowed favor on avenues you never would have thought possible. Why? Since I cherish you. I'll remember you even if you forget me. I stand by your side when everyone else turns away. I remain the same. I'm not a failure. I don't desert. Allow this word to enter your spirit like a divine breath. Now is your moment. Your sign is this. This is the long-awaited response. I listened to your tears. You now have the next step to take. Don't make your heart hard. Don't take this for granted. Acknowledge it for what it is, a divine summons to a completely changed life. When you respond, I'll move. I'll tell you if you believe. I'll raise you up if you give up. When everything is said and done, you will realize that I, your Father, your God, was the one who always sees you. What no one else sees, I see. To keep people from worrying, you conceal your pain. To grin in public, you must face your deepest anxieties. I see your sleepless nights, your silent prayers, and the sudden anxiety that consumes your heart. I see everything. I'm here too. I recognize you. I can tell with absolute certainty where you've lost strength, where your heart, worn out and bruised, has already considered giving up, and where your faith shivers like a thin thread barely hanging on. I see through your well-constructed facades and false smiles, past your courageous mask, even when you continue to act as though nothing is wrong. I can see the quiet gaps inside of you when you put on your brave face and tell yourself that things will get better. The painful gaps that no one else has filled or entered. I refuse to overlook the suffering of people I love, and every wound you bear echoes in my heart, which is why I am going to you personally now, soul to soul. You've made an effort. You've put forth more effort than most people could possibly know. You've taken on duties that would have crushed others, and you have carried loads that few could. You have battled to maintain your home's stability, your calm demeanor, and your heart in harmony despite upheaval. But I can see the deep, gaping wounds beneath this courageous surface, wounds that are deeply ingrained but unseen to the outside world. I am aware of the frustrations you have hidden away in quiet places, the prayers that seem to reverberate into emptiness without any response. Even when you thought no one cared, I was there for you. Your fear of being heard kept you speechless, and your tears rained silently in the darkness. Harsh comments sliced like knives when I was close. Doors abruptly closed without warning. Solutions were obstinately evasive despite feeling like you're fighting this battle alone. Recognize this fact. You've never been by yourself. I have been by your side through every tentative stride forward, every oppressive stillness, and every struggle for endurance. I have seen the occasions when you brushed your discouragement under the rug of routine, made up grins in the midst of chaos, and declared, "I'm fine," just to keep other people from worrying. However, I am more familiar with you than you are with yourself. I can see how your words fall short, while the surface is still aching from underlying traumas. I am aware of where your long-held aspirations were subtly shelved out of dread of yet another heartbreaking letdown. I saw how your soul longed to be freed each time you opted for quiet over cries for assistance, but you remained steadfast. I admire your unwavering commitment that has risen before me like fragrant incense, and I bring justice and love with me today. I'm here to explore the hidden corners, the forgotten rooms, and the depths of your heart where you've given up on ever-changing. Now, I come not as an outsider, but as the God who mends broken things, raises the dead, and heals wounds. I don't hold you accountable for your weak points. I also don't blame you for the moments when optimism faltered and was doomed. I'm here to give you fresh life, to rekindle the fire that anguish tried to put out, to bring back to life what others thought was gone. I also want you to be aware of this. Your silent tears will all be recognized in public. You will be praised for every instant you stood your ground without cheering. I've witnessed people undervalue you, people who made judgments without knowing your tale, people that didn't know your heart and spoke rudely. I witnessed your decision to forego revenge in favor of silence, swallow your emotions, and lower your head. That silent obedience makes me happy. I value hearts that submit in trust, even when they are wounded, even while the world demands response. In the eyes of heaven, your devoted heart, beaten but unbroken, is priceless. As a result, I am giving you a visitation that has never been given before. This will not be a moment of feeling. It will be a significant change. It won't fade like a season that comes and goes. It will bring about long-lasting transformation. A new spirit, a new vision, and heavenly empowerment will be bestowed upon you by me. I don't care about your hardships, the unfulfilled wants at your table, the doors that were closed to you, or the people you wanted but didn't get. Even in times of limited means, I witnessed your kindness, your silent affirmations of faith in the face of impossibility, your unshakable confidence without assurances. I haven't missed any of it. I shall manifest a bountiful harvest from what you secretly sowed. What you prayed in private, I will publicly respond to. I am the God who multiplies every act of faith, no matter how tiny, and who transforms tears into victory and testimony. Now get ready. What used to seem so far away is quickly getting closer. The period of inaction is coming to an end. It is now the season of revelation. Don't think I've forgotten your enduring requests, the ones you believe have outlived their usefulness and no longer even voice. I keep them near me. A new divine cycle is emerging today, and some people are starting to wake up. There are surprises in this cycle, revelations that will explain the length of time you had to wait. Why were there so many quiet moments? It wasn't a penalty. It was tenderness. There was no delay. It was getting ready. It wasn't carelessness. The jealousy was divine, a sacred defense of your best interests. I have been shaping you, preparing you to get much more than you ever could have imagined. I have a record of every silent prayer and every sob that is swallowed. Here I stand to demonstrate to you that no suffering is in vain before me. Each scar will serve as a badge of honor. There will be an eternal substitute for every loss. I am faithful. Thus every tear will find its way to its destination. And no one can halt the heavenly tide as I move, as if they were a loving embrace from eternity itself, except these words: My darling child, we don't forget you. You are mine, and I'm aware of your name. Hold on to my heart, and I'll infuse your days with wonder, courage, and purpose. I see more than just you. I really do care. I take decisive action. I change entirely. From now on, your concealed suffering will be transformed into a victorious tale. Your name is still inscribed in the palm of my hand, and I am God. I am planning every aspect for you, even when it seems like nothing around you makes sense. The unseen is reshaping itself on your behalf, even though your natural sight may not be able to see it yet. Every step you take in my direction reverberates through the sky. Not a single one of your prayers has been in vain. Not a single seed of trust has been overlooked. And I declare with heavenly authority that a living promise is on its way to you today. It bears the power of perfect timing, the breath of my spirit, and the seal of my fidelity. I don't work with delays. I work precisely. And now, right now, everything that was predetermined for your life before you were even born is being activated by me. This isn't a dream. It's closer than you think, real and tangible. But listen, you must have trust in this promise. The world demands that you give me room to move, even in the absence of obvious indications. It asks you to keep your eyes on me despite the distractions around you, even if your mind wants to comprehend everything at once. There's more to this promise than just relieving your suffering. It will make my identity in your story clear. You won't dispute that it was me when it materializes. It will transcend human reason, transcend all boundaries, and surpass your wildest dreams. The miracle will be so obvious and magnificent that no man could claim it as his own. It will serve as evidence of my steadfast love and loyalty, a work of divine art created especially for you. I am the messenger of God, a holy breath that permeates your heart and home. Every load will be lifted by a new lightness that will emerge where heaviness once rested like a storm cloud. An unwavering tranquility will establish itself and grow where stern voices and strife formerly reverberated. Strong, long-lasting, and exquisite bridges of reconciliation will be constructed where walls of separation and miscommunication have kept you from the people you love. Son, daughter, my presence will change and affect your whole atmosphere. You'll be amazed at how your kids will detect my guiding hand. Events so amazing and wonderful that only heaven itself could have planned them will take your family by surprise. I know every hardship you have faced, every restless night, and every silent cry you have wept. I see the deepest desire in your heart for real, long-lasting change, rather than only short-term respite. For this reason, I am stepping in where no human force can go. I am breaking the bonds of resistance, bending obstinate souls, and revealing silent, covert agreements formed in agony and terror. When I make the decision to restore, I don't just make superficial repairs. I reshape the foundation of your life, starting at the very beginning. The start of a significant and irrevocable change is today. The promise is starting to materialize in the world and is no longer just a far-off dream. Don't wait for loud statements or spectacular performances. This metamorphosis starts quietly with a change in perspective, an unanticipated reaction that makes your soul feel incredibly light. It begins in the invisible world, advancing stealthily at first, but it will soon become indisputable. I am the deity of both gradual progress and unexpected discoveries, and the abrupt, miraculous change will always occur for those who stay rooted in me. I am releasing what looked lost forever, unblocking what seemed stuck beyond repair, and unlocking what was locked tightly. There was nothing wasted or forgotten. Everything was meticulously saved for the ideal occasion, and now is that time. But put your doubts aside and listen carefully. I want to speed things up, yet doubt is the thief that has delayed many. Those who are called to fly on the wings of faith are held back by uncertainty, which serves as an anchor. My carefully sown seeds can be uprooted by emotional upheaval. Therefore, I implore you to have faith even if you are unable to see the way forward. Have faith even when emotions falter, even when you can't understand. Have faith. Maintain your faith because it will serve as a link between the reality you will soon experience and the promises I have made to you. A person who has unshakable trust will never be misled or confused. I personally promise it. You're about to experience something enormous. It is more than just a blessing. It is the realization of a holy word that bears your name in detailed detail. The purpose of this gift is not to amuse or impress. It's about putting yourself squarely in your destiny. It aims to give you a purpose rather than divert you. My pledge is never a pointless present. It conveys instructions, necessitates development, and expects accountability. Along with it come maturity, a new clarity of vision, and a voice from my spirit that speaks with authority and strength. It is accompanied by expansion and growth. For this reason, I am now preparing your heart, purifying your vision, fortifying your spirit, and keeping you away from anything that can tarnish your divine nature. I've given you the sign you requested. You asked for confirmation, and now I'm talking to you personally. You have an option. Put your heart in the proper position. Keep your thoughts aligned with the truth of heaven, and keep your distance from anything that undermines or perplexes your faith. Be careful what you say. Refuse to express skepticism or contradiction. Most importantly, keep going, because the next thing you do could be the one that brings you directly to the promise I've prepared. I didn't get you this far just to abandon you in the middle. I didn't sow this seed inside of you, only to leave it there. I am the one who wrote and completed your faith. All of my promises will be fulfilled in full. According to my wisdom, it was precisely timed and performed. And remember this when everything starts to come to pass. You were waiting with me. In the quiet, I consoled you. And when the world questioned you, I stood by you. The promise serves as a continual reminder of my enduring presence and a testament to my unwavering love. Let my light shine through you, dear kid. Glow into the darkness. We will provide solace and healing to every yearning soul by uniting in love and harmony. I am the God who endures as well as the God who gives. And you'll understand when you experience the reality you've been waiting for. Before me, every tear, sacrifice, and prayer made in faith was never in vain. Your pledge is still alive. It is at your door, breathing with the breath of eternity. Have faith and open the wine. Accept it with humility and proceed with intention. A new season is beginning, one in which aspirations come true. Hope turns into witness, and I receive all the praise. I keep my word because I am God. But pay close attention and listen respectfully. Many listen, but remain still. Many stay motionless, despite feeling the contact. Although many people are familiar with my voice, they consider it to be just another sound. Now I firmly and lovingly warn you, you risk losing what I have painstakingly planned if you ignore my words at this crucial moment. Faith is necessary to access some promises, but obedience is necessary to maintain them. Your life is going through an incredible time right now. It is neither a coincidence nor a recurrence of the past. I have opened this prophetic window especially for you, and it will close if you don't intervene right away. Not because I reject you, but because the heavens move with divine precision, and every moment presents a new possibility. Delays or indecision are not acceptable at this time. The time to consider whether it's worthwhile is over. There is no more time to consider hazards. The period to quietly listen without reacting is over. Your position is now required by the sky. I'm calling on you to stand firmly, not with platitudes but with deeds, with sincere sacrifice instead of hollow words. There are blessings and breakthroughs that will only be accessible if you take the step. When people take bold action, the skies move in their favor. Those who respond to what they have heard with responsible living are blessed with grace. Those who do nothing will be left behind. People who don't believe will not follow my message. They won't see what I'm doing, and they'll stray from the flow of heaven. This season is delicate and pivotal. Even when I'm already speaking clearly, many people wait for a louder sign. Many people look for human assurances, but I follow the brave and trustworthy. The miracle will never happen to those who wait to obey until everything is in its proper position. However, those who decide to comply, even if they are shaky with doubt, will see the paranormal take place. Because I respect those who respect me. Even when the way ahead is unclear, I follow those who say yes. And with tender love I say this: those who don't act now will be stuck in the tales of the past. To stay where I have moved on is a huge spiritual risk. I am bringing about new beginnings, disrupting cycles, and altering the scene. However, people who cling to what is comfortable, familiar, and safe will miss the magic of what is ahead. Now is the time for you to take action, get up, and welcome the new reality that I am establishing. This is your breakthrough season. I am calling forth the brave, the thirsty, the willing, and the ready. For this generation, I am calling out those who will not compromise with my voice or take the truth I express for granted. This historical moment must bear witness to my true self, and those who act promptly and obediently will bring that revelation to life. I am not just molding people. I am forming up a company of living witnesses, people who will serve as indisputable proof of my loyalty. But be aware that the only people who will truly be able to demonstrate my abilities will be those who fully yield to my call. You will lose the greatest gifts I have planned for you if you wait for the ideal situation, the perfect moment, or the perfect conditions before following me. Since tomorrow is never certain, the refrains of someday, later, and when the time is right are like sirens urging you to avoid fate. I give the gift of action today at this very instant. Disobedience in disguise is delayed compliance. You become farther away from the abundant life I want to pour into you every second you hesitate. It's not because I've left you behind. Instead, you deny me the opportunity to influence your life in a significant way. I never force my will on others. I'd want to invite you. I don't coerce. I beckon. But when a heart truly responds, I am overwhelmed in ways that are incalculable. You have fervently prayed for change and called for transformation, but change necessitates action. It requires you to move forward even in the face of uncertainty. I'm breaking down the walls that have imprisoned you, revealing the lies that have captured your heart, and revealing the subtle tricks you might not have realized, all because of my unwavering love for you, which will not abandon you to a lifeless place. Important choices are on the verge of being made right now. You're asked to confront and overcome some beliefs, break certain habits, and let go of certain relationships. Inertia turns become your enemy's playground unless you take these positions. Knowing that waiting for a supernatural instruction frequently invites uncertainty, fear, and dishonesty, he takes advantage of stillness and reluctance. A spirit of shyness has not been bestowed upon you by me. I have given you strength, love, and good discernment. Where darkness reigns, I have asked you to shine brightly. Instead of being a passive observer who has been shaped by circumstances and pressure, you were selected to be a catalyst and a lighthouse. I gave you the confidence to courageously come out as the solution to the problems that many others are still struggling with. But the conscious decision to comply is where it all starts. Now listen to me. You will see the manifestation of my glory in your life if you choose obedience. I will be your protector and haven if you put me first. Everything else you need will come in due season if you put me first. You will find yourself running in circles, trapped and stalled, though, if you split your attention between my voice and the cacophonous distractions of the outside world. The waiting season is over. The days of uncertainty are past. This is your chance to react, to truly give up, to disengage from what is preventing you, and to fully realign with me. No more misgivings, no more excuses, no more hesitant promises. I am your God, your everlasting supply and your constant nourishment. I firmly declare that those who surrender to me fearlessly will reap boundless rewards. Those who put their unwavering trust in me will experience immeasurable blessings. And those who rise and declare, "Here I am, Lord," will experience life in ways that others can only imagine. Now take your place. Now pick me. Now give me everything you have, because the decisions you make today will determine the course of your life. Not later, not tomorrow. This is the moment that will define you. This is a divine call for you. This is your response. I will shatter chains, untangle knots, and create pathways where barriers once existed when you say yes. I am the creator of all things. Nothing will be the same after you walk with me. Everything will be revitalized, brightened, and brought to life. No one who travels with me will ever again falter in bewilderment. Where no one else can, I shall go. The center of your family, the center of your connections, and the core of your house. I will soften stony hearts, melt the ice of separation, and mend old scars. I have chosen you to be a conduit for my love, dear child. My serenity will descend upon 3 wounded souls like a soft shower if you share it with them. Houses are transformed into sanctuaries of my glory by me, the God. Peace will thrive where strife once reigned. Reunions will grow where distance has grown. Reconciliation will flourish in areas where there were severe hurts. However, invitation is necessary for this change. Instead of just acting as a distant advisor who comes when asked, let me rule as Lord. I want to live inside of you and be the focal point of your existence. I can tell how exhausted you are and how much stress you're under trying to keep everything together. I witness the hurtful exchanges of words and the harmful routines that seem unbreakable. I'm aware of every sigh you make in your room alone, every conflicting thought you have about the people you care about most, and every prayer you utter through tear-streaked cheeks. I am aware of your intense desire for change, but listen to me. I didn't come here to resolve disputes or patch things up. I arrived with the intention of rebuilding everything from the ground up. I don't desire flimsy change. I want people's hearts to change. And submission is the first step in that process. Repentance is the first step. It starts the instant you extend an invitation for me to truly inhabit you, not just come visit. Many hold on to pride despite wanting restoration. Many people yearn for peace but are unwilling to let go of their urge to be correct. Harmony is desired by many, but forgiveness is resisted. As long as resistance persists, no house will be restored, I repeat, with unwavering affection. Where surrender begins, healing begins. Perfection is not something I'm waiting for. I'm awaiting openings. I'm waiting for someone to say, "Come in, Lord. Change me the way you want." Because freedom arises where that welcome exists. Miracles flourish when such openness exists. I understand that you're tired of seeing the same old problems keep happening. That's why I'm here today, to make your house feel different. I'm dismantling emotional bonds that have been handed down through the generations, patterns that have been misinterpreted as fate. I am pulling down the invisible walls constructed by harsh words and silent pains. I have the power to eradicate the seeds of mistrust, fear, rejection, and abandonment. Your soul is being poisoned by what formerly appeared normal. The oddities of the eternally alive are being burned by me. As the creator of everything new, I am God, and I am here to make your tale a monument to healing, grace, and unwavering hope. I'm purposefully bringing compassion where there used to be icy indifference. Where falsehood and manipulation had taken root, I am shedding light on your life with unwavering truth. I'm not just skimming the surface. A foundation of respect, kind care, and sincere selfless love is what I am reestablishing. However, in order for this change to occur, I ask that you remain willing and open to accept my advice, even if it goes against what you currently want. Your house won't be remembered by the reverberations of yelling contests, acrimonious disputes, or the sting of cuts caused by thoughtless remarks, even if it feels awkward for a while. Instead, the distinct presence of my spirit residing within will serve as a reminder. I'm building a holy altar in your house. It is an altar of obedience, holiness, and unshakable faith, not one composed of stone or ritual. Even the most powerful force cannot defeat this altar as long as it remains steadfast and unflinching. Because no earthly force can ever breach the supernatural protection that exists wherever my presence is genuinely honored. Provision is abundant where there is a covenant, a sacred agreement with me. No tragedy, no pestilence, and no destructive force will thrive where I am recognized as Lord. They will be helpless against what I have painstakingly restored, even when storms rage and strong winds threaten to destroy everything you cherish. Now, pay close attention. At this very now, my spirit is having a profound effect on someone in your household. They could appear aloof or disengaged, or maybe you think they don't know. However, I'm speaking directly to their hearts, dismantling barriers, curing the most severe injuries, and igniting a strong desire in them to start over. This new beginning won't be short-lived or superficial. It will be deep, accurate, and conclusive. Because I bring change when I get there, I shine light into the deepest shadows. Where turmoil and anarchy prevailed, I brought divine order, and I fix what's long been damaged. However, this repair starts with your straightforward but impactful yes. I want your house to be a haven of calm once more, a place where you feel safe, secure, and fearless. I want prayer to become a treasured daily routine, forgiveness to be freely exercised, and love to become the language of your family. I hope for your children to grow up wrapped in an environment where I am revered, where my words are treasured and remembered, and where my spirit is accepted with open arms. For anything constructed on the firm rock of faith endures. Whatever is rooted in me endures all adversity and holds solid. I promise that I will put your household back on that rock today. I shall not bring about a partial or insufficient rehabilitation. It will be complete and plentiful, serving as a live example for everyone who sees it. People will notice the clear evidence of divine intervention when they look at your family. Your narrative will serve as a ray of hope and rebirth. My dearest child, if this message has awakened your soul, then share it with those who need it. Share this message with your family and friends, and show your love by subscribing to the channel. Amen.